Hello and welcome, I'm Stormo, and this is Mass Effect, and we're still sort of deciding what to do for this particular video, pardon me. We're just going to clear out some of these at the moment. We could go investigate the Argos Row system. Yeah, that seems like a thing to do, so we will go do that. We'll investigate the Hydra system in Argos Row, and we'll see where that leads us. It could be fun, or it could be dying a lot. So we did Trebin, which was good fun. Zoom back out. Argos Row is that system? No. There it is. And the Hydra system, which I think is the only system in here. So we'll head here and see what we can find. Maybe this is just a quick mission and we can do something else as well, so we'll see what we get. We will, as usual, just scan every planet. I'll try and be a bit slower on this so that you get a little bit of time to read each one of these. I could read them out myself, but I don't really feel like doing that because I'm not the best reader in the world. Just want to see if there's anything anomalous in there, because that's a pretty big gap, and often they hide things in those gaps in this game. Ah, here we go.
Patching it through.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Well, looks like this is where we need to go. So, we're not going to land there just yet. I want to just scan the other planets, but Metgos is obviously the planet we want to land on. So we'll just have a look here, just see if there's anything to survey or anything like that. I sort of love these details they have, like this about the asteroid impacting this massive gas giant and creating storms along its equator. It's a pity you don't get to see that in the actual planet itself, but it's still pretty cool. So, and then you get these great sort of backstories here, like this one about Kenram. So I'll just leave that up. I'll do the survey actually just while we're here, so I'll just clear that out. And feel free to pause the video at any point if you want to read these backstories. I'll bring them up for everything that I can. I know I skipped through them a bit too quick in the last video, and I don't want to do that because I think they're just worth it a little bit. This one I'll just do the survey from. So if you want to read about each of the planets we come to, and I'll make sure I could go through every planet in a system that I can find. I think it was this one, Metgos, that we needed. So I'll make sure I go through every planet in a system, but I may not go super fast some of the time, so I'll accept that squad. I really should do something about the fact that my squad dies all the time. It'll stop happening after a while. Once we start getting further and further and they get better gear and more levels, that will stop happening. It's just happening for the moment. So there's a level 2 heat hazard on this planet. We need to... That looks like the transponder signal. There's debris and there's an anomaly. So we'll head to the debris, which is back around that way, because as usual we'll do the minor things before we do the major things, because that's how we roll. So we'll head up over this way and work our way around up here. Oh, we're a bit rocky. A lot rocky. Ooh, it's quite a ridge. I don't think the Marco will get up there very easily. So go around here. There we go. Over this way. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's quite a peak up there. Looks like what we're looking for is just up on the other side of this ridge here. So we'll get up this. I think I should be able to get up there. Yep. Not a problem for the Marco. True all-terrain. Oh, it's down in there. Okay. There we go. And we have a heat hazard, so we can't spend too long out of the vehicle on this planet. You see that meter in the bottom right there filling up. Fortunately doing this pauses that for the moment. Oh, first aid interface number 3, that's really useful. Might actually equip that just while we're here. Because I think that's first aid interface 1, no it's 2. So we'll set that to 3. Is that 3? Yep, cool. Right, okay. Next thing on the map is that anomaly up there. So we'll go have a look at that. Hopefully that's not mission related. Usually they're not if they're shown on the map at the start, because usually the mission related stuff unlocks later. Oh, can we get up here? Imagine actually being inside this thing as you try to climb a hill like this. Well, not a hill, a sheer rock face, I guess. Imagine actually being in there and you have to be on that angle inside. What I'm imagining is a pretty cramped thing, actually. I can't imagine the Marco is particularly roomy on the inside. But of course, the scale of the Marco versus the scale of the people in it is a bit weird. So I've always just assumed that it's a TARDIS. And that the Alliance is holding out on that particular facet of Time Lord technology from everyone else. I'd assume anything that is bigger, that is bigger on the inside in a video game is a TARDIS. Because otherwise it breaks my immersion. Okay. This is a particularly rugged planet, this one, I've noticed. I suppose that explains the heat hazard too, because it's possibly a fairly new planet. And yeah. Ooh, that's not where I want it to go. I mean, it is, but not how I want it to get there. Fortunately, the Marco doesn't take falling damage either. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Also, the Marco has to be fully stopped before you get to it. Oh, it's a Turing corpse. Cover the artifact. That's what this is. Got it. So that's that done. Now we can get on with the mission. So I'll mark the transponder signal. We'll head down that way. I try to go in as straight a line as possible, but of course when you have surfaces like this one, that's not always easy. So just got to be, just got to be subtle with the Marco. I say that, and then I nearly flipped the damn thing. I think I mentioned this before, but the game actually intentionally fudges the laws of physics so that the Marco will almost never end up upside down. Unfortunately, in situations where it does, and it is possible, if it does get stuck upside down, it actually kills you. It basically self-destructs if it ends up on its roof, and can't flip itself over. Yeah, otherwise the game will generally try to fudge physics just to ensure that the Marco stays up. It's basically sort of an anti-frustration feature, I guess, so you're not constantly flipping the Marco, particularly on surfaces like this, where it would be really annoying if that was happening to you all the time. There's a mineral deposit just here somewhere. There it is. So we'll just try and get the Marco down that ridge. That looks like a good enough place. I should have enough room to run there, survey the deposit, and head back. So I'll do that. There we go. Large deposit of thorium. Get in here and head over to that.
It looks like the signal's coming from that wreckage.
Careful. Got a bad feeling about this.
We're going to get ambushed by Geth, aren't we?
Captain, it's a trap.
Yep. Oh, this is really annoying. Ah, get out. Ah. Like flying Geth things. Ow. I don't even know if I hit that one. There's more somewhere. Where is it? Is that it there? Oh. So we got relatively unscathed apart from our shields. Let's go have a look at that beacon. Oh, it exploded. Or did I accidentally shoot it? I don't think I accidentally shot it. No, it did. It exploded. So is that everything on this planet? Have I missed anything? I believe I have. So it looks like just check the quest log, the journal. Yeah, just that's obviously been updated. Aside from that and that, well, there's Solarian artifacts. Sure, I've forgotten about those. So it looks like I have found what I came here to find. We could probably go do missing Marines while we're here, just to sort of pull this one out. So I might head off to do that and find that recon team. And then the next episode we'll do hostile takeover, which is a pretty fun mission, but it is long. We've got some equipment here as well. So I'll take all those. Don't need to do much more than that though. Okay, so we're going to head back to the Normandy after having cleared this place out. And then we're going to go to... Was that Artemis Tower? How didn't we do that mission? Isn't that the one where we've got to get back to talk to the General? On the Citadel? We've completed that one. And that's the distress call mission. That's what we've just completed. But I just wanted to see... missing Marines... Oh no. This is Sparta system in the Artemis Tower cluster and look for the recon team. Okay, so we will go do that. Just to drag this video out a bit longer because I think that was a bit short. We'll head back. Head right out. Where's Artemis Tower? That's Artemis Tower there. And this is Sparta. Ho ho ho. And that was me making a terrible, terrible movie reference. I apologise immediately for doing so. We'll have a look in here. There's obviously something interesting here. Tremere is a dwarf planet. Doesn't look like much fun. That's that planet. Let's see. There's almost always something in these asteroid belts, so they're always worth checking. Just to make sure. There we go. An asteroid cluster. It's probably full of minerals. Yep. Prothean data disk. Okay, it wasn't full of minerals. So that was good. That's what we wanted.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Okay. So that's the planet we want to get to. Looks like that's going to have a hazard when we get onto it. So we'll get to that planet shortly. I'll just check all the other planets anyway, just to make sure there's nothing of interest here. Yeah, see, something like this, like, what cataclysm stripped the atmosphere and left the planet to freeze is not currently known. So, and stuff like that I think is really interesting, the idea that these planets have been around for a long time, and have had things happen to them. So yeah. And again, that's pretty cool, like how this gas giant has like millions of moons. Just check this sort of asteroid belt, which I'm guessing is kind of intended to be what it was talking about with that planet pulling asteroids in from Ness. So you can usually check these fairly quickly, so it's not a big deal. This looks like a pretty horrible planet to be. So that's that planet. We'll do a quick survey. And as I've said previously, feel free to pause the video if you want to get the details on a particular planet when I bring the screen up. We're going to land here. Take our standard away team. Team Dextro. Is this the planet where you do the thing? Oh no, we're in Namarco. Okay. There's a planet later on where you have to go through like this whole pathway through areas and stuff. Oh, we're getting shot at. We're not, but this looks like suspiciously like Threshermore might pop up at us if we're not careful. Debris over there, we'll head that way then. Is there something over there? What's that over there? And am I going to get shot by a Threshermore for going there? Doesn't look like there's anything I can interact with there. But it does serve as a warning to not stay on a vast flat plane like this one for too long. Threshermores are fun. I don't like them. I try to avoid them as best as possible. You can take them out, they're not too hard to take out, but if you've watched previous videos in this series, you'll know that I have had trouble getting some of them down. And I just prefer to avoid fighting them at all if I can. So, looks like there's a mineral deposit up here. Yep, so we get that. Okay, this planet doesn't have a hazard. I thought this planet was going to be a hazard. So that means we can actually stay on the surface for as long as we need to. That was just foolish. I was never going to get through there. I've got a problem. That did not go well. Okay, this time we'll do it. Go. Oh! Too early. Go. Got it. Right. Okay, so that's that surveyed. I don't think that's where we put the flag though. The flag's over the other side of this ridge here. Go up here. Across here. Down there. Ooh. So, by the way, a lot of the videos in this series are probably going to be me driving Namarco across planets because that's you do a lot of that in Mass Effect. People say this is a great game and all, but then I think they sort of forget how much of this you actually have to do in it. Okay, let's go have a look at the debris. There it is. Begin manual bypass. Ow. I'm gonna have to use Omni Gel. Oh, that was annoying. Take all of those. Get back into the ship. What's the next place on the list here? That's an anomaly and that's a distress signal, so I'll go look at the anomaly first. Which is up past the distress signal. Yeah, I'll just drive over the ancient wreckage or whatever it is. You know, it's probably not that important now that I've looted everything out of it. Doesn't matter. You can see the meteors falling from the sky over there. Long drive is long. Now we're getting there. So it's just tucked in here, whatever we're looking for. Ah, there it is. Mummified skeleton. Oh, mummified Solarian, sorry. Ah, it's one of the Solarian tags. Cool. Okay, now I think we can go have a look at the distress signal. So we'll do that. Head up this way. Oops. Helps pay attention to where I'm driving. Okay, head along here. See what it's doing. Try not to drive up that sheer wall there. I think we're about to drive off a cliff. Nope, okay. Opens up quite nicely, actually. Is it right back where we started? Is this not the thing we looked at when we started, or is... Did I go all the way around and then come back here? Oh no, hang on, this isn't the thing because, okay, yep, no, this isn't the thing. It's a different... Oh, boy. Okay. Now I have two problems. Go back, go back. Uh-oh, we need to get away, because if he pops up right near us, he can kill us in one hit, which is not what we want. Not want to be killed in one hit if we can help it. It's probably the least interesting way to kill a Thresher Maw. Did we kill it? Yep, we killed it. We got the XP, so it's dead. Hopefully another one doesn't pop up while we're here. We've taken a bit of damage, unfortunately, too, so... Get out. Surely I can examine that. No, we'll have to examine the Marines.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Can I shut the beacon down?
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
Yes, he would. Is there nothing I can do about this distress beacon? Unless I can blow it up. Nope, it's made of indestructible, apparently. I'm certain you're supposed to be able to, like, turn this off.
Ready whenever you are.
Or you report to the Admiral and he turns it off from wherever he is. Just check to make sure these guys are all... yeah. That looks like that's all we can do here, so we'll head back to the Normandy and leave this video there. I think the next video we're probably going to have a trip to the Citadel, actually, because we've got a few things to do there once we get there. But yeah, so that'll be the end of this video, sort of 2 missions in one, which is good. And thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.